A lot of things happen when you play 14,000 days in a single Minecraft world, but how exactly did you get to this point? In this video I will go through all the things we did on our worlds and show you everything on how we got to this point we are today. But let's start from day 1.
During the start of the game it was all pretty regular stuff. Choose our place to build a base and started off with some basic farms. This is the storage house we did, but kinda wanted a better one, so we took on our first bigger project.
And that was by making a completely new storage room inside the mountain right over here. Oh, and before the days go too big, just a warning that those are not 100% accurate, since we messed up those with the game backups.
After the new storage room, we got a lot of inspiration from the huge tech community who did a perimeter, and we wanted to do it as well. Planned it right next to our home area and started the build, or should I say, the destruction.
Many nights of playing and the perimeter was ready. We had a great idea of building it full of slime farms, but after just building one of them, we kinda lost interest in this, so we just left it there.
Then we built our first proper gold farm and XP farm, which is a design by El Manga. It was now our main go-to place to get some XP and repair the tools. Of course the gold blocks we got from there were awesome as well.
At this point we created our YouTube channel, Shulkercraft, and started making some videos over there. After just about 7 videos and 20 subscribers, we had to stop making them to focus on real life jobs. About 5 months go by and our videos start gaining views and subscribers. Suddenly we are at 20,000 subscribers and we decide to start playing Minecraft again, so we can make more videos.
We built ourselves a new gold farm made out of gold blocks, which looks really nice.
A super useful farm we decided to build next was the raid farm. Infinite emerald supply sounds like a great deal, so that's why we built this. This raid farm is just awesome, just like our sponsor Raid Shadow Legends. Known as the greatest mobile game of all time with over 600 champions, top level graphics and so many things to do. You can build your clan, take part in tournaments or do a battle with a boss. Like the newest boss, the Hydra. This thing has multiple heads, the head of Blight, the head of Torment, Mischief, Wrath, Decay and the head of Suffering. And each one is a completely different boss battle on its own. What I really like about this game is how good the graphics look and the time just flies when playing Raid. Recent updates in Raid are a brand new faction war script with my personal favorite faction, the Shadowkin. Also a lot of new year events and tournaments for you to explore. There's never been a better time to get started and play something other than Minecraft. And if you use my link in the description or scan my QR code, you'll get a free starter pack worth almost $30 to kickstart your game. We're talking about the free champion, Aina, 200k silver, 1 energy refill, 1 XP boost and 1 ancient shard, so you can summon awesome champions as soon as you get in the game. After downloading, all the treasures will be waiting for you right over here. Check out the link below and thanks again to Raid Shadow Legends for sponsoring this video.
Then did a lot smaller farms and made a melon farm which works as a bone meal farm, using the flying machine and minecarts to harvest the melons. Suddenly we are at 100k subscribers and as a special video we built something unique.
This is the YouTube silver play button, but built from the sea level up to the maximum height possible. A total of 73,000 blocks were placed while building this.
Then we took on a project in the nether that was the wither skeleton farm. This required us to spawn-proof a huge area of the nether first, before we could even build the farm itself. It took us like 5 hours together to just place down all the slabs. After building the farm it makes us over 60 wither skeleton skulls per hour, which is just awesome.
As our first survival series video, we wanted to do something cool. So we went to our perimeter that had only 1 slime farm. Took that thing down and set a new and crazy plan.
That was to build 24 slime farms here. And not just regular ones, but huge ones with portals. This project took us over 50 hours to build, not to mention the tens of hours we spent before this to plan it all and collect all the necessary blocks.
The end result of this looks like this and we are super proud of it. Also the nether side is pretty important since building the collection area for this kind of farm is not easy. It produces 300,000 slime balls per hour and this thing here collects all of it.
We had our small iron farm, but decided it was time to update it. And by update we meant making it 100 times bigger. For this we got ourselves over 150 villagers and started to build the iron farm. It was all built above the ocean and was really fun to build. There are a total of 32 iron farm boats that all make up this huge thing. Below the farm is just the water sources all coming together where the iron golems will eventually die.
This thing produces us over 10,000 iron per hour, so it should be enough for our needs. As you might understand now, we really love building huge farms, and this is also what we continued with. We used our gold farm supplies to build a food farm. More accurately, it is a potato and carrot farm. It uses the villagers that do the work for us, and for free. This building has a total of 20 floors, and each floor stores 4 villagers in it. You can look through the glass from above, where you can see all the hopper minecarts that collect the food.
We are getting into day 4300 now, where we started building something I really like, and that is the cube with a lot of different farms, or as we call it, the ultimate farm. So we built as many different farms as we could into one single cube and connected all of them into same collection area.
All the stuff it produces just comes directly up to you over here. It looks great and works great, although it's not very practical to farm all the stuff at once and just spit them out of this tube. Building huge farms takes a lot of time, but it's not really annoying. Well, our next project was. We took on a challenge on collecting 100,000 gold blocks. That meant we needed to build a huge gold farm first that produces the maximum amount possible.
And then build a powerful enough storing system. The reasoning for these kinds of chests is because the farm produces you gold ingots and gold nuggets. So all of these will need to be crafted into gold blocks, and that was the most time consuming part. We literally crafted for 9 hours straight to get all the 100,000 gold blocks. Now the only thing left was to think what we are actually going to do with this.
The day is over 6,000 now, and we thought it would be a time to build another perimeter into our world. So this time we tried to make it as efficiently as possible and used more TNT flying machines as ever before. This turned out great and actually didn't even take too long. We weren't gonna make the walls flat in this one, since we suffered for way too long in our old perimeter. So you will have to accept with what we have.
But this perimeter is not gonna be left empty. Here we searched up the best possible creeper farm and built that one. It is a pretty small design, but rates wise this thing is crazy, producing us over 100,000 gunpowder per hour, until we built a box over it.
To be more exact, a TNT block over it with a creeper head above it as a decoration. This was a cool idea, but when you build a roof over a farm like this, the rates go down horribly. Anyway, we left it as it is for now.
As of this point, the ultimate farm in the overworld video was doing better than ever, so the only logical thing was to milk this concept. So we started making the nether version of the ultimate farm.
Well, maybe making just 2 videos isn't really milking. Anyway, go on.
The build consisted again of as many farms as possible, and this was even built on the edge of 2 different biomes. This allowed us to have a zombified piglin farm and a hoglin farm right next to each other.
And we suddenly got the idea on what to do with the 100,000 gold blocks we have. We chose an island and yep, we replaced this whole thing with gold blocks, costing us a total of 42,000 gold blocks to do. And what happened to the other 58,000? Well, we promised in a video before this that if we hit a certain like goal, we would throw all of these away. So those 58,000 were all donated to this cactus.
Day 7000 has arrived and we are planning for another huge farm. It's going to be a hoglin farm, powered entirely by the portals that teleport the hoglins into the overworld. It is just a huge obsidian rectangle with a leather artwork at the top. The nether side is not that impressive, but what we built on the overworld is pretty cool. There are a total of 4 drop holes for the hoglins, and when this farm is running it gets pretty crazy out there.
We then got a lot of hoes, tools that you can use for planting seeds, and we did a project where we literally planted 134,000 wheat seeds. This gave us some satisfying time lapses where you can see the older crops starting to grow and the new ones being planted. At the end, this is what we had, an amazingly huge area that is full of wheat and nothing else.
What letter comes after A? B, and that's what we wanna farm next. To do so, we just lagged an area next to our storage room to breed a lot of bees. Then took all of those to the end where we built a huge honey farm. This thing gave us an infinite supply of honey blocks for the future projects.
I think the next idea we did is pretty genius. We took a patch of land with a village and made a glass circle around it. And then just filled the whole thing up with water, making an aquarium for our fish. Although it's a bit larger what aquariums usually are. But I don't think our fish will really complain about that.
One of the farms we still only have a small version of it is the sugarcane farm. Time to upgrade that thing. We tried to come up with a cool layout or a design for all of our farms, so for this one we did a big circle. It would be more efficient to just make a square, but those look boring. This came out really nice with everything being green colored. And it looks super satisfying seeing this fully grown sugarcane being harvested.
Getting to day 8600, we got an idea what to build next to the gold biome. And that will be the most dangerous biome, so made out of TNTs. While building the biome, a creeper blew up and almost destroyed everything. But we got super lucky and only a small part of it was destroyed.
The biome ended up looking like this, which I think looks cool and I really like the result. Our next project involved us tubing a lot of rails, just like 29 shulker boxes full of it. And we attempted to build the longest railway in Minecraft. In total we spent 11 hours together and managed to build a 50,000 blocks long railway. It takes exactly 1 hour and 44 minutes to travel the whole way.
Really cool part is that the railway actually goes past some of our builds, like the potato and carrot farm. Day 9000 has arrived and our YouTube video, We Built the Most Dangerous Biome, has just hit 60,000 likes. And we promised in that video to blow up the biome if we ever reach that goal. But considering that the biome is right next to our gold biome, we really don't wanna blow it up.
So we decided to make a new TNT biome, similar to the one we made before. And no, not in creative or anything, just build another one in survival. We built it and then did what we promised. Blew this thing up. What we continued with was purely from our necessity.
Our diamond supplies were running low, so we decided to do a mining challenge for 24 hours straight. Actually, we did it for 12 hours, but there are 2 of us, and it made for a good YouTube title. I think you can say this project was pretty successful by looking at how many diamond ores we got.
After doing something profitable, it was time to spend some items. So we made a piglin bartering farm that is able to use 14,000 golden ingots every single hour. And give you back 70,000 items from those. Yup, that's pretty crazy. But the stuff piglin give us is pretty useful and we were sure it's going to help us in the future.
People say don't look at hate comments, but some are kind of low-key hate and we wanted to respond to those. The comments were about us not doing any big decoration and keeping all of the build areas around pretty blank. So we responded by making a complete makeover in the end. This end hub now looks amazing, but the work that went into it was huge as well.
We really wanted to build the stacking rate farm by Cow King, but there needed to be some kind of use for the emerald blocks. Then I knew I had a great idea. What if we made a huge pyramid out of emerald blocks and then just put the beacon on top of it to call the biggest beacon ever?
This is what we did. Built the farm we always wanted to, then AFK'd for a ton of emeralds and built the beacon. Everything about this took a lot of time. The building, the AFKing, the crafting, and then building the beacon itself.
At around day 10,000, we also hit 1 million subscribers on our channel, and as a celebration, we collected 1 million fireworks and launched them all. This didn't seem hard at all at first, but actually 1 million items is a lot and we definitely underestimated the time it takes. These fireworks represent each and everyone who subscribed and I can't even complain how long it took.
Collecting something is pretty cool hobby and this can also be done in the game. So we took on the task to collect every single Minecraft mob that is possible to put in a museum. Managed to collect a total of 64 different mobs and the view you get by just walking around here is just epic, each in its own and unique room. Taking ourselves back to the wheat field now to build a farm there.
Yup, literally on the wheat field. And we built a melon farm there, which comes from all the way down the hole up to the sky. Then we covered it by building a melon decoration over it. I think this plan turned out better than we thought, since the melon fits just so well on the field.
You can't forget the farm too, this works amazing as well. Then we had the crazy idea with removing something, and this time it's water. We made a goal for ourselves to drain the whole ocean completely. Flying machines helped out clear out a huge chunk of water, but the edges had to be still all done manually. Just split it up to sections and remove the water with sponges.
This didn't feel like it took forever, and whenever we finish a big project, it just feels amazing. At this point the day is 11,800, but we still haven't made a shulker shell farm, so we finally decided to build that. Found a really great design that is reliable when built correctly. We followed all the steps to not screw things up and managed to make it work really well. It made us 24,600 shulker shells in just 12 hours. This is way more than we will ever need, but at least we had a farm for shulker shells now.
And come on, our name is Shulkercraft. Making a shulker farm is a must for us. For some reason I really like how the Statue of Liberty looks, and that gave me the idea that we should definitely build it in our world. What made this thing even better is that the copper blocks in Minecraft actually oxidize, so it can turn into the green color just like the real thing. The AFKing it took to get this thing to turn green was 147 Minecraft days, or 49 hours in real life.
We are reaching almost day 13,000 now, and we had a huge event planned. It was the walking 1 million blocks in Minecraft. The whole thing was live streamed from start to finish on our channel and took a total of 58 hours to complete. It was done in our world, and we managed to increase the world size from 8 GB up to 40 GB.
Day 13,100 we started our project of collecting every single block in Minecraft. The collection process of all of the blocks wasn't actually the hard part in this. Most of the items came straight from the storage room, just had to sort them into the correct order and put them into the shulker box. Once we had all of the 1047 items, it was time to build the museum.
This is where the accident happened. We planned it way too big. Started with 11 hours of just digging out the area, and then 39 hours to build the whole inside decoration. This was just pain, but I think the end result speaks for itself.
The moment it was done, all the pain was gone, and I was super happy about doing this. At this exact moment, the day in our server is 13,464. And just so you know, the server is still on 1.17 and we wanted to make this video before we update.
That was our journey. See ya!
Bye!